Hey guys, Vincent Rose here, H2G Fitness, coming to you from behind the wheel of my car. Hope everybody's having an incredible day today. I am out bopping around as usual, right? And wanted to record a really quick video for you guys. And don't really know how to title this one. It's going to be a little bit more of a rant. I don't know that there's an actual title that I would give it. But I'll just go ahead and kind of get into it here. I had posted something earlier today on Facebook, and it was a picture of an ab workout program that consisted of training your abs 6 days a week, right? One rest day, and this was the challenge that it had for the month of December, this ab challenge and all this kind of stuff. And look, you know, if your goal is to just train your abs for the sake of training your abs because you like training your abs and you want a stronger, not more defined, not more, better looking, none of that, just a stronger core, all right, fine. Then, you know, I guess that's a cutesy-wootsy little thing to do. However, but who that post appeals to and the eyes that it catches are people that want nothing more than to obtain having six-pack abs, right? They want the six-pack abs. They want that diced look. And they see stuff like this, and they immediately think, gotcha, okay, so this is what I need to do, is follow a program like this if I want to obtain my goal. And I got mad as a freaking hornet when I saw this thing, and when I see things like this, not just, you know, about ab workouts, just fitness advice that is constantly being put out that, in my opinion, is 100% completely unnecessary. It's causing people to work way harder than what they would ever need to work. And in a lot of cases, it will cause them to spend more money than they'd ever have to spend more time than they'd ever have to invest, do more work than what is even necessary or required to do. And you see this stuff all the time. So, you know, what are some common goals for working out, right? Unless you're an athlete. If you're an athlete, this is completely 100% different topic, change the station. But if you're just somebody that's your average Joe or average everyday person that's working out, you normally have one of two goals. You are either wanting to put on muscle or you're either wanting to take away fat, or a combination of the two. Guy or girl, right? You want to have a more toned fit look, or you want to have a more muscular built look, right? Or you're wanting to trim down body fat so you can strut your stuff. It's going to be one of them two goals. And the amount of advice that is put out constantly on how to obtain these two very, very, very simple goals. They're not hard for nothing. But the amount of bad advice that is put out is nothing. It gives me a freaking headache. And here's the main reason I think that there's so much bad advice put out is because if you were to truly get the answer of how to accomplish either one of these two goals, there'd be a lot less people making money, right? Because in order for you to put on muscle, and in order for you to lose weight, lose body fat, the pillar, the foundation of what you need to have in place to accomplish these goals begins and ends with nutrition, right? And some people will disagree with me there, and you have the right to be wrong, and I don't care. And if you disagree with me, you're probably one of the people that's trying to freaking make money off of people by giving them bad advice, or you've just been misled for so long by reading freaking magazines that tell you this and tell you that by people that are trying to make money, and that's okay. But I'm trying to educate you here. If you're trying to lose body fat, the beginning and end of it begins and ends with nutrition. Period. End of report. You do not have to do cardio to lose body fat. You do not have to lift weights to lose body fat. You can do nutrition and focus on nutrition and nutrition alone, and you will drop body fat just fine. Will cardio, resistance training, supplements assist? And can they speed up the process? Yes. Are they required? Not even a little bit. Not even a freaking little bit. It'll just take longer, right? However, take the nutrition out of the equation and try to out cardio or out resistance train or out supplement a bad diet to lose weight, and it's never going to happen. And this is why people start a fitness program and then they quit, and then they start and then they quit, and then they start and then they quit, because the people that are selling the nutrition programs, the people that are selling the exercise programs, they put 90% of their 90% of the importance on the training, and they put 10% of the importance on the nutrition, when in reality 90% of the importance should be on the nutrition and 10% should be on the training, especially when it comes to weight loss. 90% of the importance, 95% of the importance should be on nutrition, unless you just like being metabolically damaged or spinning your wheels, because that's what's going to happen if you don't focus on the nutrition, period of end report. Now, with muscle building, it's a little bit different, because this is actually going to require busting your freaking hump in the gym. There is some physical work that needs to be done if you're trying to have a more toned, firmed, and muscular look. Maybe not tone and firm. You can get away with some pretty pansy workouts and accomplish the goal. But if you're like trying to, for real, put on muscle, you're going to bust your freaking hump in the gym. You are going to earn every single pound of muscle you put on. None of it's given, and you're gonna have to freaking earn it. There is work to be done. That being said, if your nutrition's not in check, you're never going to gain 1 pound of muscle. And the only people that this does not apply to is if you're in your first year of training to 2 years of training. Your body has an incredible way of reaching, kind of sort of, putting on muscle and reaching a little bit of its genetic potential the first year, especially, somewhat the second year of training, that you put on muscle kind of effortlessly, right? Because no novice lifter, no beginning person that's beginning to lift, they don't know crap about nutrition, dieting, how many grams of protein they should eat, right? One thing said if you want to get big, eat lots of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Another thing says this. Another thing says that. They're not lifting correctly for sure, because they haven't been lifting long enough to know proper form and any of this kind of stuff. And yet, beginner lifters still manage to put on 10, 15 to 20 sometimes pounds of muscle mass their first year of lifting. That will happen. That'll happen. Second year, you might put on another 10 to 15 pounds of muscle. But after your first 2 years of lifting, your third year, your fourth year, your fifth year, your sixth year, your results come to a screeching freaking halt if you do not have everything dialed in. This is where you see the people that are in the gym month after month, year after year, lifting the same weights, looking the exact same way. And I mean, year after year, these people look exactly the same. They've made no freaking they've been plateaued forever, but they're not quitting, right? And why? Because their diet's not dialed in. Now, here's the thing. Yes, if you want to gain muscle, there's some physical freaking work that needs to be done. However, but if your diet's not dialed in, your meal plan, your nutrition, the amount of calories that you need are not 100% freaking dialed in. If you're not eating enough and getting in enough protein, I don't care how much you train and for how long you train, your results are going to be minimal, really minimal, if you're not taking in what you need and giving your body the fuel and the protein and just the stuff that it needs to pack on new muscle. It's not going to happen. You can be an enhanced lifter, and if you don't know what that means, Google it, right? You can be an enhanced lifter, and you can take all of the supplements that you want. If you're not eating enough, you won't grow for freaking squat, and all of the money that you are investing at this point is no longer an investment, it's spending, because I don't care how much, I don't care how many supplements you're putting in your body, it means freaking nothing if you're not giving your body what it needs. And so here's where, I get frustrated, because nutrition is so important, but nobody wants to focus on it. And the only people that do focus on it have that bass-ackwards as well. It's the people that are preaching the paleo diet, the zone diet, the Atkins diet. So now you even got the freaking people that are talking about the one thing that is most important for people to learn about in order to get results, the people that are talking about it are giving bad advice when it comes to that. Cut out all carbohydrates, eat 1,000 calories a day, which they don't say eat 1,000 calories a day, but if you cut out all carbohydrates, you're only going to be eating 1,000 calories a day. Completely cause a severe case of metabolic damage like you've never seen before, and that it's going to be a complete freaking pain in the butt to correct and to fix. And do that, and that's how you get in shape, and that's how you be healthy, right? So, you know, like I said, this is a little bit of a rant. So, all right, why is Vincent Rose doing what he's doing? Here's why. Because for over 10 years, I was the kid, and I was the young adult that was going from fitness magazine to fitness magazine to this gym rat to this, you know, wherever I could pick up information on how to get in shape. And it was always, man, you need to take this new protein because this protein, yada, 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 is the end all to be all. Man, you need to take this pre-workout because this pre-workout is yada, 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 and it's the end all to be all. Man, you got to do this fat burner because it's the end all to be all, and yada, 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 yada. And now, you know, it's this special workout. It's insanity. It's P90X. It's metabolic workouts. It's this. It's that. It's this rep range. It's that rep range. It's this many sets. It's that many sets. You need to work out for 45 minutes and then get your butt out of the gym because if not, you're overtraining. No, you need to train like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You need to stay in the gym for 3 hours a day. And I went from this to that to this to that and just 100% totally freaking not knowing my butt from a hole in the ground or who to believe. And the result was I was walking around with minimal results. It didn't look like I never touched a weight, but it for darn sure didn't look like I was in shape. And the end result is I finally got fed up and ticked off enough at 29 years old, at 5'6", 208 pounds, 22% body fat, and not realizing I was fat because in my mind I was bulking, right? And I didn't even know what the freaking crap that meant or how to do it right because I had so much bad information on that as well. And I finally got mad enough to finally start saying, okay, there has to be real advice and real information out there somewhere. I'm going to freaking find it. And I did find it. And I found it from lots of different sources. You want to write something down. You want to take a mental note that you can remember for the rest of your days. Answers are reserved for the seekers. Remember that forever. Answers are reserved for the seekers. But I seeked and I didn't find. Seek freaking harder until you find what you need to find to get what you need to get. That is the desire that you desire, right? Stay after it until you freaking get it and keep seeking until you find it. And you will. It will happen, I promise you. And at 29 years old, I finally got fed up. I finally found real information and I accomplished more in 3.5 months. And I accomplished more and got better results in 3.5 months at age 29 than I started lifting when I was, 18? I accomplished more in 3.5 months than I did in 11 years. Literally. 3.5 months to 11 years. I dusted the results that I got in 3.5 months versus those 11 years because I finally found real friggin' information. So why do I do what I do? Because if I can save somebody 11 freaking years of their time, effort, energy, and money, and just absolute 100% being mentally honked off the entire freaking time, then that's what I'm going to do. And do I feel bad about, using this as a career path? Heck freaking no. Because every single person that trains under me that just follows some simple stuff that I'm telling them is getting banging results. Like stupid awesome results, and in a short period of time. And their metabolisms are all healthy, their bodies all look great, they're all progressing, they're all smashing plateaus, and it's awesome. And it's just what I'm fired up and passionate about. So, long rant on this one. If you've watched this far, you truly are a fan of Vincent Rose, that's for sure, I'll tell you that. I'm going to go ahead and close it here, guys, but, here's my advice to you. Just find real information and quit freaking trying to look for shortcuts and the special pill and the magic workout and the special diet. It's all freaking crap. Find real advice. This channel is one place you can get it, but there's other places you can get it too. Where? Answers are reserved for the seekers. You'll find it if you really want to find it. With that, Vincent Rose.